escape time. I've been in hard mode back. If you can't tell by those elections right there. I've just been blitching it so I can get my outpost defense level up. Alright, we got a new event before 3.5 hits the market. Before we do much else, though, let's read something here. Gems, Mike. Will be available in the ordinary recruit, so I do not feel as big a need to fully pull her today, or even next week, because I do want to save more resources for 3.5. One more, fingers crossed. She's a lady, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very ladylike way of running out. You're on the state with me, the pickings have been lush. And before the evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget you might forget to stay, and so the only thing I can do is pray. I'll go for that there. Pity. We're not going for it this time though, folks, because next week, not next week, but the week after, we are expecting some nice new 3.5 units, and I want to build up my gems again. Yeah. So unfortunately, we will not be getting snow cream today, it looks like. Maybe, hopefully soon. Looks interesting. I don't know what her kit does. Oh, it's a tank sniper. Oh. Tank sniper, yeah, we're fine. We're bringing, oh! That's reclamation point 1. We're bringing you breaking news of a historic event unlike anything in the Ark's history. The Countess has successfully reclaimed part of the surface, something Ark citizens have dreamed of happening for years. Since the Ark was founded, has any commander ever achieved something like this? And on your screen now is Reclamation Site 01, a forward base established by the central government. Oh no. He actually reclaimed part of the surface. That's wonderful. Truly wonderful. Goodness, which sweet child did something so amazing. The central government has officially designated the newly reclaimed surface area as Reclamation Site 01 and has highly commended the commander responsible for the operation. The TV screen shows the counters and their commander, with Wolfie's name and face displayed for all to see. The counters and... Wolfie? That name sounds familiar. The woman stares intently at the TV screen. Just as I thought, I can tell from looking at you. My, you've grown up so well. Oh shit. To think you've come this far. How wonderful. The town has grown this much, quite a lot. Then a lot of time must have passed. Time. Yes, time. Her eyes fall on a stack of old documents at the center of the desk. I see. So it's finally time. I didn't realize how much time had passed. It looks like I finally get to go outside again. It's been a while. I wonder how much the arc has changed in that time. And I'm looking forward to it.
Dream above all reason. Every moment is vibrant with color. In grief.
It's been a while since we've gotten a purely brand new Nikke. Considering the devs said that they're going to focus on existing Nikke, I'm kind of surprised we got one at all this year. Blacksmith? Hey, Blacksmith. It's been a while. Kill it. I need to remove Rapid Red for those from this team for something else just to make it really thematic.
We will also emerge.
That's interesting. Give me a second, I'm just fiddling with settings. I'm not a big fan of self-promotion in chat.
Dream above all reason. Every moment is vibrant with color. In grief, in love, every day has a scent of its own. I want to breathe in the air of it all.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, thank God, we're back to the regularly scheduled Nikke programming. Excuse me, I have been coming down from a cold. I think the flu actually. Either way, not fun. Not fun at all. I guess first one, first.
Let's do this.
What is really Oh, wait, what? Huh. That isn't bad, but not something I actively use.
Ready to go?
Because now, the best first two in the game, and my highest damager. Okay, yeah, because we're just gonna try and wipe this shit off the map. You will help us out with we're talking about these, they're just gonna wipe this off the map. One day I'm told there's an issue with my mission report, so I spend the entire night revising it, and by the time I finally step outside, it's morning. I hate paperwork. I flop onto the bench right in front of me. Yeah, even if I head back now, someone will just come and look for me anyway. Might as well stay here a little longer. I look up at the sky. Sunlight pours down from the dome of eternity, soft and warm. Nice weather. Ooh, nap time actually sounds good. I close my eyes. My, falling asleep out here. The sun's nice, but there's still a breeze. You'll catch a cold at this rate. Who the fuck is that? Alright, let's have you stand up for just a moment, shall we? I'm sleepy. Hey now, you shouldn't go falling asleep in a place like this. You might get hurt. Save that for when you're home, okay? There we go. Open those eyes nice and wide and let's have a good stretch. Too bright. At once and shut my eyes again. Is it too bright for you? For a second it feels like all the light above me disappears. Nice and shady. Do you like it? What should I do with you? You look exhausted. Will you catch a cold if I leave you like this? Something soft brushes over my eyes like cloth. Well, it can't be helped. I'll go get you a blanket, so just wait here for a little while, okay? It's fine. I hear someone walking away. I want to see who it is, but the drowsiness hits me hard and I drift off. How long has it been? I don't know, but I'm gonna sleep a little longer. It's cold. Even so, I just want to sleep a bit longer. A siren-like wail jolts me awake. Ah, goddamn. I sit up and something falls from my head. Looking down, I see a white handkerchief with a crane embroidered on it. I'm not going. I turn toward the sound, to find a crowd gathering around someone. I'm not going, I don't wanna. Please calm down, okay? Miranda. That's a missing child. Miranda's just doing her job.
This brings to mind when I fought
MPD's already, the ACPU is already involved. So I can go back to my dad, right?
And don't get yourself killed.
Wait, is Miranda the one who's involved, not Polly?
I shall go again.
Here comes my nap.
I was reading.
Yeah, give me a second. Away from the computer. Just, grab a drink.
Did you see that? If not, then just ignore me.
Alright. First impression. Snow Crane is one of the scientists for MMR who ended up building us. Ugh. Ugh. Woo! Feels a little better. Alright. Let's keep moving. Moving and grooving. Oh boy, that was fun. Okay, voices might be a little hard today. I'm not going. I don't want to go. I don't want to. Please calm down. If you keep crying like that, you'll make yourself sick. No. My friend's gone. I can't go without him. I don't want to go. Your friend's missing too? What do we do? We gotta find your friend too. Miranda, what's happening? Commander! Okay, debrief, let's do it. I found a lost child, and I was supposed to escort her to her parents at the station, but she says she can't leave because her friend is missing. She's been crying non-stop, and I'm worried she might get dehydrated. And I'm not sure how to find her friend here, so I'm a bit stuck. I see. It's okay if you can't find him. Miss Snow said she'd find my friend. Who? Yeah, Miss Snow promised she'd find my friend. So I have to wait here. Is that so? You don't even know where my friend is. I'm sorry, but when Miss Snow's getting here? I don't know. Oh, I see. How long has it been since you went to look for your friend? I don't know. I ate all my ice cream and waited, but she didn't come. She might have forgotten. No. She said you're supposed to keep your promises. And she said she'd keep hers. Hold on. Don't tell me Miss Snow got lost too. My mind went somewhere completely different than yours, Miranda. My immediate thought was that Miss Snow was the one who took the friend. You really think so? There have been loads of lost kids lately. Then what do we do? If Miss Snow got lost too, did I get her in trouble? I'll go look for her right away. Commander, can you please look after her? Miranda, calm down. I'll look for her, Miranda. Stay here and watch the kid. You're gonna go look for her, Commander. Maybe I should... Just let Polly know you're running late. That's right, Polly told me to call her if anything had happened. I almost forgot. How do you still have a job? Be a good girl, listen to the nice police officer, okay, sweetie? You're gonna look for Miss Snow? I'll go find Miss White and come right back. Promise me you'll stay with the officer and not cry, okay? Okay, I promise. I think that was a localization problem right there. Alright, I'll go look for her. Oh my, is there what else we need to find? I turn around and a woman with white hair to match. I'll go take care of it right away. Could you tell me what they look like? Are you Miss Snow by any chance? Miss Snow. Oh, so that's what you've been calling me, sweetie. That's right. I'm Snow Crane. The Miss Snow this little one mentioned. I don't trust it.
Watch and learn.
Oh, boy. And we already know that the Ark does have child kidnapping, unfortunately. I am
I'll
genuinely,
do it slowly.
at this point, especially after having gone through both Alice's Bond story and the Lycoris Recoil collab event, I would 100% believe that this is a
Mission
kidnapper.
clear. Good job.
And demand Polly take her to the station for questioning. I trust no one in the Ark. I'm sorry, you've been waiting a while, haven't you? So, ta-da! Snow Crane holds out a brown teddy bear with a pink ribbon to the little girl. I brought a cuddly little friend with me. Teddy! I could only hear that in the voice of the little girl from the first Rescuers movie. I can't say it in her voice, but other old people know what I'm talking about. She takes a teddy bear, cradling it in her arms. Don't tell me your friend is a teddy bear? Yep. Oh boy. You said he's your friend. Teddy is my friend. I see. Oh, thank God I didn't report her missing. This could have been a mess. Now, who else do we still need to find? We were just about to go look for you, Miss Snow. Oh, well, really? Yeah, we thought you got lost or something. Well, I'm sorry, dear. It's been a while since I've been up in the Ark, so I got a little turnaround along the way. I hope I didn't keep you all waiting. Too long. I need that nap myself. It's been a while. Well, since it looks like her friend's been found safe and sound, we'll be heading off now. Thank you for your cooperation, Commander. Anytime, Miranda. Please tell me you phoned Polly. Bye-bye, Miss Snow. Bye-bye, mister. You take care now, little one. Miranda and the little girl leave together. Oh my, I didn't think it would take me this long to find her toy. Thank you for comforting the little one. I like her. Just, I don't know, something about the design and the smile. Could also have to do with the grayish purple eyes. I am a sucker for purple. I also do like the big floofy coat. It feels distracting, but I don't know, I just kind of like it. Like a little pen, one of those type of things that Naga has. I don't know. It's not my favorite design, but I just like her design. I'm not the best with kids, so thanks for stepping in. You're good with them. I like children. They're so good. Red flag. And I like kind people like you do. Extra red flags with this one. Okay, well, we might need to hold off on any more positive comments. The kind who help others out of genuine kindness. I do respect to that. I wouldn't go so far as to calling myself a good person. I wouldn't either. I have some friends who would. I have people who definitely wouldn't. I don't think I would ever call myself a good person at heart, though, just because I don't believe that's a moniker that anyone can give themselves. But the reasoning for that just stems down to personal philosophy, and I don't like dealing with philosophy much. Now then, Snow Crane stares straight at me. Why are you staring? I'm glad you're awake now. I was going to bring you a blanket, but it's been a while since I've been up here. The Ark's changed quite a bit, hasn't it? I ran into a little trouble and couldn't get one. I'm sorry, you must have been cold. Wait, so the handkerchief is yours? I hold up the handkerchief with a crane embroidered into it. Oh my, it is. Thank you for bringing it back to me. That was very kind of you, friend. I mean, I could just throw it away. Thanks for covering my eyes with it. The sun was really bright. Oh, it's nothing, really. Snow Crane reaches out and takes the handkerchief. You probably heard earlier, but I'm Snow Crane. And your name's Wolfie, right? How do you know who I am? Oh, absolutely. I see you on the TV all the time. The hero reclaimed part of the surface. Reclamation Site 01, isn't it right? Oh. They aired that on television. Of course. It's only natural people would want to praise you. Assassinate's the more proper term if you want to look at the high power-ups, but... Wait, why did they air that on TV? That seems... Post-event analysis. You did something everyone's dreamed of for so long and no one else ever managed it. So when you think about it... Snow Crane just stares intently at me. What's wrong? It might be a little tricky otherwise. So could you lower your head just a bit for me? Huh? Just a tiny bit will do. I do as Snow Crane asks and lower my head. That's good. Well, we know what the event banner is going to be after this is done. Reclaiming even part of the surface is such an incredible thing. And you did something so kind that no one else could. Why is it every time I'm about to fall asleep, I'm not voicing Freema, and every time I'm wide awake, Freema's in the event? Has anyone else noticed that? Or is it just me? I'm so proud of you. You did really, really well. That's enough praise for now. Snow Crane lets her hand fall. Thank you for humoring me and lowering your head. I've been wanting to do this ever since I saw you on the news, and now I finally get my chance. Okay, then. Oh, I'm sorry. That must have taken you by surprise. I didn't make you uncomfortable, did I? A little bit. Yay. Oh, for the commander, that says a lot. Here we go. Wait, I don't think I ever really got headpats as a kid like that, actually. Hugs, yeah. Me and my sister at one point would literally race each other to see who could hug her dad first when he was leaving for work. No, I don't think we did like the head pats. I was just surprised to see how much you'd grown. It makes me so proud. I couldn't help but pat your head. don't know why, but I get the English nanny feeling from her. Not the biggest fan of that, but I don't know. Her overall design I enjoy. I like. It's embarrassing a bit. I am a grown-ass man. Say. Something about that didn't sound right. No need to be embarrassed. Even grown-ups deserve lots of praise when they've done a good job. Wait, what'd you just say? I just meant even grown-ups deserve a little praise, too. Did that come out as strange? No, before that. Oh dear, now's not the time for that. Do you know what time it is? Pull up my phone and check the time. 11:20. Oh dear, I might be late if I don't hurry. I should go now. It really won't leave me out with your face. Is Snow Crane the childhood friend? Oh my god, if Snow Crane is the childhood friend, I'm going to lose my shit. And so is the entire Nikke community. Okay then. Snow Crane rushes toward the park entrance. Then halts abruptly and looks around for a while. I know, she's heading this way again. Excuse me, friend. I'm really sorry to bother you. Where's the train station? I can't seem to find a map anywhere. I am so full of because it's not even funny. A map? I guess people don't really use maps anymore these days. You know your way around so well, that's good of you. Why don't you just set the map on your phone? Phones have maps now? Oh my god, she's great. Snow Crane fishes her phone out of her pocket. Something this time. How does that even work? I'll take you there.
Despite accursed garments, I'm able to slice a rapture. I shall go again. It is much higher than it seems this battle
There is a non-zero chance that this is a childhood friend. I will laugh my ass off if it is. I really will, because that would be the funniest
Did you see?
out of nowhere ever. Adorable. So this is the train station. If I'd come by myself, I might have wandered around forever. The voices have gotten so complicated, haven't they? I'm not using voices anymore, my throat hurts. You're very good at finding your way, aren't you? How impressive. Thank you for bringing me here, friend. You're welcome. The thing is, Snow Crane looks up at the departure board, her eyes moving over the train schedules. There's so many trains running. Which one should I take to get there? Well, where are you heading? I think it's somewhere along Royal Road. The place is called Undergrace, I think. Do you happen to have the address? Oh, of course. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. Let me check. She's this technologically illiterate while holding a tablet, I just want to point out. Here it is. Here you go. Can I look? Inside the notebook are 3 addresses. Snow Crane points to the first one. Department store on Royal Road. Catch a train to Royal Road from platform 1. You really do know everything, don't you? Yeah, anyone could figure that out. What a smart boy. Snow Crane gently pats my back. Treating me like... Okay, so I am not sure if this is the childhood friend or if she was one of the researchers that was heavily working on us. It's gotta be one of the two, right? Deserves some praise, you know. Thank you so much for helping me. I'll see you again soon, okay? She walks briskly forward. Should I just let her go? Without asking anything? Should at least ask for a number. I looked where Snookerin went. Once again, she looks around and starts walking back toward me. Oh, she doesn't know where platform 1 is. Oh, even better, she can't figure out where to buy a ticket. I need one, but I'm not sure where to go. Would you happen to know, friend? The AZX is free to use. It's part of the, social welfare, taxation. Oh, cool. No idea they had benefits like that. Mark's gone such a long way. So just go to the platform and get on? Basically, wait, how does Soline check tickets? I'm not gonna question this. I'm really not. You gonna be okay? I have no idea, but that's grand as it go. I'm just gonna come with you. I'm free today. I'm busy because people keep needing shit from me. If I can't go with you, I'll at least walk you part of the way. Not at all. It's perfectly fine if you come with me. I'm just needing someone to pass along a letter, that's all. She's gonna be meeting Ether or Mana. Or Jen. It has been a while since we've seen Jen. Like a year. In events. I don't know about main campaign. They're all kind people. Oh yeah, it's gonna be an MMR reunion. Even walked me all the way here. You see someone else try. I mean, yeah, I've helped a couple customers that come to my store and are visiting the area, and they're asking for like where's good eats or what's going on. I don't live in the town my store is, but I live really close. Because it's pretty borderline stuff. So I've been in the area a lot, so I basically just be like, oh yeah, if you're hungry, well, there's this and that. There's Mexican food there. There's pizza there. There's my favorite over there. And every now and then they're like, hey, where's the this store? Where's the that store? Do you know where this type of thing is? And if I know, I'll just point them in the right direction. Oftentimes it's either down the street or down one of the nearby streets, so I just tell them, okay, this is how you get there. You're going to take a right till you hit this street, then you're going to take a left, or you're going to take a left, and then you're going to take a right at that street, and then they'll be on your right, or on your left, or on your wherever. Worst case scenario, you can just put it in your phone's GPS nowadays, so I don't really need to do that as often. But some people still, like those directions, so I still give them out when asked. And especially on the foreigners who don't really know, like, what constitutes good eats. Granted, according to my friend, I don't know what good eats is, but details. My friends just have snobbier palates than me. Nothing in this world is ever only natural. In the end, it all comes down to the choices we make. Huh. Alright, how about this? When I'm done with everything for today, I'll grant you one wish and return for your help as long as it's within my power. I don't think it's necessary, but I'm not going to complain because that helps me get the answers I need. Managing agreements is part of what I do. I wish I'd make a promise instead. Listen, if I hadn't heard that, I probably would have turned it down. She said she was surprised at how much I've grown. That means she knows about my past. If that's the case, I have to ask her. She might know about the parts of my childhood I can't remember. Project I'm tied to. Does even make a promise for like too much right now? I'll make a promise. I got something I want to ask you.
I will protect you as I protect all my subjects. It seems this battle shall drag
I'll do
on.
it slowly. Cover me, and don't get yourself killed.
I shall go again.
Although, if she was tied to the project, it might not be within her power to reveal that to me.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
How beautiful. That space is so sharp. How nice. Oh, definitely. Flowers. I wonder if they're real. Shadow. Iron. That'd be carried away. Is this your first time in a department store? Yeah, when I first came to the Ark, I don't remember seeing buildings like these. Most of the larger ones are connected to the central government. Not quite fair of me to say that. Back then I was always traveling for agreements, so I never really had the chance to look around. That might be why I simply never noticed them. When I first arrived, the road was still unrolling, so everything felt different from how it was around. So I think that's why I found it all fascinating. Oh, so people got ripped off by Ian again. So where are we going again? Under three. I think it's a cafe. Let's go ahead. Alright, it's on B1. Upside down. I'm alright. Oh, you sure? I'll trust you and follow your lead. Sounds good. You're good at finding your way around. That's impressive. Thank you. Are you sure it's okay if I go in with you? I can wait outside. No, it's fine. Told you earlier, didn't I? I'm just here to deliver a letter. People receiving it won't mind, I'm sure. Signatures were even said there's no need to keep it secret, so there's nothing to worry about. Oh, so you do is an agreement. Yeah, that's right. Just fulfill your request. An agreement I made a long time ago. A little worried you might get bored while I deliver the letter. Will you be okay? I'll be fine. Looks like everything's alright now. Let's head inside, shall we? Sure. We step into the cafe, the warm scent of coffee filling the air. Wow, the coffee smells lovely. Yeah. Thank you for the compliment. Hearing that from young folks really brightens my day. The menu's over there, so take your time and have a look before ordering. Stucker stares intently at the woman. Can I help you? Are you Sarah by any chance? Pardon? No, it's me, but who are you? I believe this is the first time we've met in person. My name is Snowcrane. Miss Snowcrane? Yes, that would be right. It's a pleasure to meet you, my friend. I've come to deliver a letter on the behalf of you-know-who, as per our arrangement. I was fully expecting to see Ether, Jan, or
Commencing operation.
Manna in there. That was interesting. But I can't really get everything, especially since we're so close to 3.5, but I didn't need some more.
Tis taken me longer than usual. Had I donned my usual garb, I would have been
I'm gonna take a
swifter.
bigger drink real quick, because I know it's about to be 2 back-to-back dialogue options. Sarah sets 2 cups of hot coffee on the table. Oh, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, don't mention it. Since you're with Miss Snowcrane, it's only natural that I take care of you. Sarah slides in and sits down across the table. We've only ever communicated through letters, so this is our first time meeting in person. I hope I didn't surprise you too much by dropping in so suddenly. Oh, don't worry about it. I had a feeling it was about time, so if anything, I was just surprised that I was actually right. Speaking of surprises, though, shouldn't you be a bit more surprised at how young I look? Yes. I've been exchanging letters for decades. I'd never imagined you'd look so young. Oh. So another mention of Evergreen in the story. I started talking before making proper introductions. This is Sarah. She's affiliated with a foundation run by one of my signatories. I was only a child when everyone migrated into the Ark, so I came along without my parents. The foundation supported me until I became an adult. In return, I entered into an agreement with Miss Snowcrane here, who oversees the foundation on behalf of another, to write her each year about the changes in the Ark. It's not very nice of you to ask a lady her age. So let's keep our guesses to ourselves, okay? Yep. It works for me. Except for the fact that I want my canon timelines! I'm sorry for the yelling, but I really want Shift Up to finally give me canonical days I can use. Besides the rough 80-year period we do have. Exactly. We never actually met in person, just exchanged letters. I suppose that ends today. Now that the contract is ended, I wanted to see you in person. And deliver this letter that was left for you. I see. So this is a letter from them. Sarah gingerly accepts the letter. If you don't mind, may I read it first? Of course. She lifts her trembling hands and carefully opens the letter. And she buries her face in her hands and begins to cry. I reach out for a tissue to hand her, but Snowcrane gently strokes my back and shakes her head. She starts drinking her coffee without a word. I really wanted to meet you just once, but in the end, I never got to. I sip my coffee in silence, listening to Sarah cry. Her sobs are full of longing, gratitude, and sorrow. A little while later, thank you both for waiting. I can't remember the last time I cried like this. To think I'd make such a scene at my age and in front of something younger too. I'm sorry. No, you're fine. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's only natural to cry when you're hurting. Thank you, Miss Snowcrane, for waiting so patiently and for bringing me the letter. I suppose I won't be writing those yearly letters anymore. It's gonna feel a little lonelier. Well, I should be the one thanking you. When I think about those yearly letters no longer coming, it does feel a little lonely, doesn't it? You've worked so hard all this time. Likewise, Miss Snowcrane. Now, I'll proceed with closing out the agreements. Sarah, as agreed, I have one final question. In your opinion, do you feel the Ark has become a better place than it was before? Would you like me to be honest? Yes, that's what they asked of me. No. The methods have changed, but things haven't improved in the slightest. Of course, people's lives are far better than they used to be. Even someone like me, a former war orphan, now runs a cafe on Royal Road. And thanks to Evergreen, I've been able to keep this youthful appearance, but people's hearts are still sick. If anything, they've just grown worse in a different way. They've grown so used to peace in the Ark that they've forgotten the war is still raging on the surface. Forgotten who made that peace possible in the first place. And now we even have a ridiculous term like Nikke phobia. Thanks to Pretty, Touchline, and all those well-known squads, Nikke rights have improved beyond recognition since the second surface reclamation. Yet when something happens in the Ark, people are still quick to pin the blame on Nikke. Peace has been a given, and with that, they've grown complacent and ungrateful. Just like so many who were once belonged to our foundation. Never really satisfied with the support they were given, foolish enough to try taking the foundation's money only to end up facing your judgment. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry for being so negative at our only meeting. I really don't think the society's improved. That's just the way I see it. Thank you. I've listened carefully to everything you shared, and I appreciate you seeing this through to the very end. I hope your days ahead are filled with peace. Thank you for everything, Miss Snowcrane. We leave the cafe and head to a hospital in the downtown area to meet the person the second letter is meant for. Thanks to you, I've made it to the hospital without getting lost. I'm glad you're with me. So the second letter's for a patient, right? Yeah, I heard Oliver's been in the hospital for about a year now. Yes. No friend. You've been looking a little off since earlier. Is something bothering you? Oh, no, leave me alone. You weren't like this at the start, were you? I don't know if I have idea of how old you might be, and I'm not sure if I should be speaking this casually. Oh no. Is that what's been bothering you? You're adorable. I like the smile. I really do. I like it's cute. The bow is weird. I heard someone say that they thought she was supposed to be Kitsune, but they didn't go full Kitsune. I kind of wish they would have. Just pick the lane. But I'm fine with the little intermediary with the bow. If we get a Kitsune Nikke, I want it to be a full Kitsune Nikke. But I just like the design enough, so I don't care. Man, how could it not be bothering me? Someone from back on the Ark was sealed is calling me Nick. Yeah, it's just a nickname some friends from the Foundation came up with. I don't really pay attention to things like age. Red flag. So please, just treat me like you always have. Honestly, I'd be happier if you didn't worry about little things like that. I'll try to keep it casual. I quickly step back. A sharp rattle of wheels cuts through the air. A gurney bursts in, pushed by emergency personnel, Nikke laying on it, her arms and legs missing. Two mass-produced Nikke follow quickly behind. Stay with us. You can't die like this. Another accident, I suppose. Snow Crane slowly looks around the hospital. A patient in a hospital gown sits with a downcast expression. A compassion beside them, quietly holding their hand. Nearby, someone waits their turn, fear written plainly across their face. Another sits hunched over, face twisted in pain. All around, people sit with worry heavy in their faces. You okay? Of course. I've seen things like this before, but ever since Evergreen was developed, people have been living far longer than anyone ever expected. Medicine has advanced just as much. Yet humans and Nikke too still fall ill without warning and get caught in accidents, still grieve and suffer. Even after all this time, things haven't changed. Makes me a little sad. I have worries about Evergreen. I didn't mean to make things so serious. Oh no, it's fine. I mean, Shift Up's gonna kick me in the dick anyway. Might as well, you know, prepare me for things being sour and depressing. I submitted a visitation request a while ago, but it looks like it's taking a while longer than expected. Yeah, I can go check on it. Who's here to see Mr. Oliver? That would be us. Come this way. We're heading to the hospital room. And there. An elderly man lies there, kept alive by the web of machines and tubes. It's nice to meet you, Oliver. I'm Snow Crane. Welcome, Miss Snow Crane. I've been waiting. Sorry, wished I could receive you your health. Not at all. This is more than enough. Thank you for waiting. You're here to tell me it's ended. That's right. The contract is ended, so I wanted to see you in person. And deliver this letter from you-know-who. Snow Crane hands Oliver the letter. A letter. Oliver slowly lifts the arm with the IV still in it and carefully takes the letter. He opens it and reads in silence. Not long after, he folds the letter with care and sets it on the blanket. So, they won't be coming after all. Correct? And you still can't tell us why? That's right. What a pity. I'll proceed with closing out the agreement. Oliver, as agreed, I have one final question. In In your opinion, do you feel the Ark has become a better place than it was before? A better place? Yeah, I think it has. There was a time when I thought the Ark was flawed, an unjust place. But as I grew older and fell ill, I suppose I started to see things differently. I lost my family to the raptures on the surface. I could build a new one and keep going. The reason I've been able to live such a long life is because of the people in the Ark, the Foundation included. Even now, as I lie here sick, it's no different. Thanks to the help of so many, the devotion of my children, I was able to see you, Miss Snow Crane, and bring this agreement to a close. So in a place where so many good people live, I believe it has become a better world than it once was. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I know that couldn't have been easy, so I really appreciated you taking the time to tell me that. Oh, it's just something I had to do. I'm just glad I could see the agreement through before things got worse. Now I think I can go without any regrets. Thank you for all your hard work, Oliver. Miss Snowcrane, can I ask one last favor? Of course. If by any chance you meet them, please tell them I'm grateful to them for letting me live as a human. Could you deliver that message for me? I'll be sure to pass it along. Interesting, because from what we can tell, that one's a
Despite a
guy.
cursed garment, I'm able
But
to slice
men
a
can't
rapture.
become Nikke because the procedure to doing so doesn't work with their brain chemistry for the housing from what we've known
Drag on.
due to some of the files
It's a
left
tough
over
job.
on the
Someone's
surface
gotta do it.
and remains of the surface reclamation.
Tis taken me longer than usual. Had I donned my usual garb, I would have been swifter.
Resist, and I will open fire.
It seems the saddle can drag on.
Or were they gonna try and do AO Nikke experiments like the kind that people theorized led to Shatterbox? There's a lot of options.
Tis taken me longer than usual. Had I donned my usual garb, I would have been swifter.
So where to next? Next stop is lunch, I hope. What's that sound? Was that you, friend? Don't look so surprised. It's kind of embarrassing. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice. It's past lunchtime. How could I let it grow any Okay, I really am hoping that she was like a maternal figure involved in the project to help us out. If not actually the commander's mother, who became a Nikke so that way she could stay with him during the project. That would actually be pretty cool. I'm not a kid. This simply won't do. Let's get you lunch right now. Oh, I can grab something quick out of the way. Stacking instead of a real meal. I've done it before. I'm being mothered by a Nikke. I need to eat a proper meal to stay healthy. Hey! I'm plenty healthy. Let's go get something to eat together right now. Alright, let's do it. Off we go. Why are you just standing there? Huh? Oh, I thought you'd already have some in mind. No, that's rare. You might not know the tasty spots around here. Just hang on a sec, okay? I'll ask a few people what the most popular places are. I saw on TV that if you ask about 10 people and check your answers, you can usually find a really nice spot. I grab Snowcrane just as she's about to dart forward. It's fine, I'll take you somewhere. Everyone is... Hey, Cosmo! Please place your... Isn't this the place from Admi's Bond story where you could get the free cat toy. I think it is. Stop sacrificing those kiosks these days. I'm curious. That meant that we should place our order at the kiosk. Usually, they short of staff, but I guess they call themselves kiosks here. Nope, that's not it. I'll leave it to the kiosk. This is a kiosk. It's a machine you can use to place orders on your own. So you order with this. How do you pay them? Pay when you do the order. Oh, you can do that? Fascinating. It's just like a vending machine, huh? Yeah, you could say that. You place an order without speaking to anyone at all. That must make it easier for the introverts. How lovely! I mean, you basically just summed up the only way Trony can do anything. Wow, this is so good. Snowberry turns to look to the young man enjoying his meal. That's the new burger, right? Yeah, want a bite? Everyone's really enjoying their food. A hamburger. It's my first time seeing one, but they look... Okay, so this game might not take place in North America. Because if this game setting was North America, that would be blasphemy for someone who would have lived in any time frame, pre or post start. Actually, the Commander Surprise basically makes me convinced that it is now. Back when I was underground, our meals were pretty limited. Wait, yeah, she was underground for something. Not that the games was bad, but you just didn't really get things like this. Were you locked up? Nothing like that. I suppose you could say I was there partly out of duty, and partly because I chose to be. I happen to have quite a few agreements there, best left here. Boy. I happen to have quite a few agreements that are best left unspoken. Oh yeah, your job is to oversee those. So I guess you handle other contracts too, not just the ones related to what we're doing now. Yep, and those other contracts, agreement order. Just no, can I go first? Oh, I'm sorry, we've been chatting without even ordering. Please, go ahead. Snow Crane and I step aside. I suppose this isn't a great place to talk. How about I tell you the rest later? Sounds good. Why don't we try that new burger? Those two over there seem to be enjoying it, so I'm sure it must taste good. Yeah, it works for me. As long as it's got bacon and cheese, I'm happy. Should I go to this? Let's go. Good to go. Yeah.
I will protect you as I protect all my subjects.
Tis taken me longer than usual. Had I donned my usual,
Alright, almost there.
I would have been swifter.
Holding 2 combo meals, we step into downtown. Why don't we eat here? I sit on a bench off to one side of a busy area. Here? Yeah, not like it? That's perfectly fine. I just didn't know this is how people ate out now. It's always fun to experience things. Man, it depends on anything. Snow Crane sits beside me. I'm sure I'll enjoy eating out. I take out 2 hamburgers from the bag and hand one to Snow Crane. That's the fun. I'm just so glad that you had a pain because I didn't know how to. I should have watched more about this on TV. You can pay next time. That's true, huh? That's just what I'll do. Next time I'm going to treat you to something healthy and delicious. I mean, it doesn't need to be healthy. Now, let's begin. Snow Crane takes a bite of her hamburger. Her eyes wide when she looks at me. It's delightful! Glad you like it. So this is what young people like to eat these days. I'm having so much fun. I'll get started on mine as well. Try to see what the fuss is about. Yeah. As she eats, Nikke quietly watches the people passing by. The family smiling as they cross the street hand in hand. An elderly man resting by the roadside. Merchants squabbling with one another. She watches as everyone goes about living their lives in peace. You like this, don't you? You seem to enjoy people watching. Yeah, being able to eat while watching all these people makes me happy. Wait a minute, are we eating outside because you know I enjoy people watching? Oh yeah, the weather's nice too. How very thoughtful of you. You're so kind and caring, friend. Such a... Sokrin lifts her clean hand and pats my shoulder. How did you know that? What gave it away? Yeah, the department store and the hospital. Everywhere we've been, you're always noticing others. Like when you found me sleeping at the park and helped me out. Or when you helped that girl who lost her teddy bear. I figured the reason you're able to notice people is because you must enjoy watching them. Yeah, that's right. Mark has changed in so many ways, and yet some things haven't changed at all. I find those differences so endlessly fascinating that I can't help but look around everywhere I watch. So you're just underground and you never came above? Well, I do on occasion. But mostly for work. I've never really walked around the city. Even before coming to New York, I was in a lab training for what was to become my line of work. Yeah, red flags! So when it comes to what you might call normal life, this might actually be my first time experiencing it. And it's with your son. I actually wouldn't be surprised at this point if they said this is the commander's biological mother who became a Nikke just to stay with him during the MMR projects. Is that a spider? Nope, never mind. Yeah, so childhood friend, one of the researchers to Commander's childhood mother. I don't know, there's a lot of options here. You don't have any memories from before you became a Nikke? No. I was created to carry out the special duty of handling contracts and agreements. I would watch Thatcher TV and read the letters sent each year by the people who had contracts with the Foundation. Within those letters, there was a world I'd never experienced. Breathing Ark. That might be why I had the most personal attachment to this contract than most of the others. Does it make you feel sad? What do you mean? That just felt like that drew blood there. God dang it. Ah! Guess I put it down now. Just prick my finger. Contract you care about is ending. Of course, I'm sad knowing that I won't be able to receive their letters anymore. But they held up their end of the contract and through those to the very end. That's enough for me to be happy. Being able to inform someone that they fulfilled their contract isn't something that happens often. No? There was something Sarah mentioned earlier. It's about people in the Foundation, and how a lot were dissatisfied with the support they received, so they tried to take the Foundation's money. And then I had to discipline them. Do you remember that? Yeah? Beginning, there were over 100 children in the Foundation. Only 3 of them remain who were faithful to their agreements. What? None of us made it to the end of their contracts. They either passed away due to illness or unrelated accidents. Or were disciplined by me. Huh. Those who failed to uphold their contracts. At first I try to reason with them. If that doesn't work, I give them a warning. If that fails, I resort to force. In this line of work, that sort of thing happens more often than you think. Very few people see an agreement through to its end. That being said, with this contract, there are still 3 people who either made it to the end or who still can. That's why I'm happy. I get to meet with those who showed me the arc long ago. And then look them in the eye and tell them they've done well and bring all this to a beautiful close. I'd like to thank you, friend, for helping me bring something so meaningful to a proper end, and for guiding me around this unfamiliar world I find myself in. You are really a good person. I'm not. I'm helping because I want to ask you something. What's wrong? Where'd you say the last letter needed to go? Leo should be here. Snow Crane opens a notebook and shows me an address. That's not far from here. Wonderful. Let's go talk to him. And bring this contract to its proper end. Alright. Before we go, let's finish eating. Make sure to chew properly. Once we finish, we'll find the last friend on my list. Give his story a beautiful ending. However, things often conclude in ways we never expect for reasons we never see coming. So Leo either killed himself or died from some other means, right? My money's on suicide.
I'll do it slowly.
This game is really cheery. Brings out my most hopeless aspects and mentality, doesn't it? It's like, oh, so he killed himself, right? Or did something else kill him?
Did you see that? If not, then just ignore me.
Off to 10. Alright. 3 more. You said it was the 5th shelf, right? Yeah. Then that should be it. I believe this is correct. We lift our heads and look at the photo of an elderly man smiling brightly. Leo. Beside it, there's an urn labeled Leo. An hour earlier. Hi, does your name happen to be Leo? Oh no, Leo's my father. Who are you? Oh, I see. Oh, wonderful son he has. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Snow Crane. I came to inform your father of the end of his contract with the Foundation. Are you Miss Snow Crane? Oh, you know who I am. Yeah, my father's been waiting for you for a long time. Well, I should see him right away. Could you tell me where he is? My father passed away last week. But we were in touch only a month ago. He'd gone quite some time without Evergreen, and his condition suddenly took a turn for the worse due to his advanced age. What's on? Oh, never mind. I just wondered what my foot was hitting. It was a back pillow for this chair. That doesn't really work well, so I don't use it. Let's see. I know she'd come a bit sooner. My father never stopped waiting for the day he'd come. All I ever talked about was when he'd finally get his word from the sponsor. Oh, I'm sorry, I was too late. Snow Crane grips the bag with the letter tightly. Thank you for letting me know. I'm so sorry for your loss. We should get going now. Snow Crane, wait. Oh, it's not too much trouble. Could you tell us where his grave is? So this is how we finally meet. Snow Crane places a white flower in front of the urn. Thank you for asking about his son and this. When you told me what happened, my mind was a complete blank. Not the first time something like this has happened, but I can never get used to it. Yeah, understandable. You just found out you lost someone you'd been in touch with for a long time. Yeah, he and I had corresponded for a long time. Every year on the same day, he made sure his letter arrived in the morning. He never missed a single one, not even this year. He was faithful and dedicated, not just the kind of person he was. Yet ultimately he passed on before he could finish things up. I should have come sooner. Leo might have received the letter he'd been waiting all of this time for. Now I'll never be able to deliver it. You're not leaving it? I have to take it back. The recipient is no longer in the state to receive it. Why not read it to him? We could read it to him. Isn't that how the contract's supposed to end? True, but he may no longer be here, but he was faithful to his agreement. So you could read it for him and let him finish out the contract. He won't be able to hear it. Yeah, at least we won't be leaving the agreement unfinished, right? Snow Crane looks at the photo of Leo smiling brightly. You're right. It's important to have closure. Thank you for the advice, friend. You got this. Now I get to hear what's in these letters. Snow Crane steadies her breathing and looks at the letter that was meant to be delivered to Leo. Leo, though we are conducting this meeting in a way I had not anticipated, you have faithfully performed your contractual obligations for the duration of the agreement. Therefore, as witness to this contract, I, Snow Crane, hereby officially declare that you, Leo, have fulfilled your contract with the Foundation to the fullest extent. Oh, now I'll read the letter out loud on the signatory's behalf, and bring this contract to its close. Snow Crane gingerly unfolds the letter. To my beloved child Leo, after writing you once when you first joined the Foundation, and again when you came of age and left the care facility, I'm now writing you a third time. Have you been well? If you're reading this letter, it must mean that you've kept your promise to the Foundation for all these years. I applaud such a remarkable display of devotion. Despite the severe hardships you've endured from losing your family and being cast into an unfamiliar environment, you've managed to live honestly without losing your light, and that takes great courage and resolve, and I commend you for it. While I'm sorry I cannot tell you all this in person, it also means that, like all of you, I too am keeping the promise I have made to someone. Please understand that. I hope you will forgive me. I wish I could see for myself how all your faces have changed as you've grown up. I bet you've become a fine adult. In fact, I'm sure you have. Though the contract will end and the Foundation will no longer walk through life beside you, I truly believe you'll have already found new, dear family members. So, Leo, I do not know how much of life still lies before you, but you've proved your devotion in your life up until now. And for that, I hope your life will continue to shine until the very end. Even from afar, I will always be cheering for you. Your eternal supporter in life, Snow Crane folds the letter and places it in front of the smiling photo of Leo. With this, I can report that all the Foundation's contracts have come to an end. Leo, thank you for all the letters you've sent over the years. Through them, I was able to see the Ark even from deep underground. Tears began to fall from Snow Crane's eyes. I wish I could have met you, and I told you this in person. Thank you so much for your dedication. Snow Crane bows her head toward the resting Leo. Standing beside her, I bow my head as well, silently honoring the man who faithfully carried out his contract. Was Oswald the benefactor?
You'll be the commander.
I know that it's becoming a meme at this point, but did Oswald do it? It's genuinely something I could see here. Especially after he takes the Frisia during Art Garden. Well, yeah, Art Garden.
Did you see that? If not, then just ignore me.
Would you like to rest on that bench for a bit? Yeah, that sounds good. Snow Crane and I sit next to each other on the nearby bench. Now that it's late, there is no one else at the park except for the two of us. Thank you for today, friend. It's because of you that I was able to get closure with Leo. I mean, it was all you. You did great today. Come now, I couldn't have done any of this without you guiding me along. Thank you for staying with me for so long. Snow Crane lowers her head in gratitude. It was an unforgettable experience. I'm glad it was meaningful for you as well. Now then, since we have finished everything, it's time for me to grant your request, just as promised. Right. Go ahead and ask for anything. I'll do what I can for you. There are a few questions I want to ask you. Will you answer them honestly? You want me to answer some questions? That's really all you want? Yeah, important questions to me. Please. Well, judging by your demeanor, they don't seem to be just any questions. Very well, I'll answer whatever you ask me. Thank you. However, if it's something I'm contractually obligated to keep secret, I won't be able to answer. I hope you understand. Makes sense. Just tell me that it's confidential and we'll leave it at that. Very well. If it's not confidential, I promise I'll answer honestly. Thank you. Let's start. Before we start, could you lower your head for a moment? My head? Just for a little while. Okay. Lower my head awkwardly. Snow Crane raises her hand. There and there now. And starts to pat my head. Goodness, why are you so tense? It's okay, it's okay. I'm not tense. There's no need to be nervous or afraid. I'll answer any question you have. If you ask about some grave secret of which I can't speak, I'll never threaten you or resent you for it. I kind of hope this is the Commander's biological mother. I really do, and that she was lying about not knowing about her past. I don't know. I feel like that would be the best solution for this. Ah. Oh god, that would be so interesting for so many. You know, nope. Theory crafting and story making is another time. Right now, we have other issues to contend with. Maybe I really have been tense without realizing it. And as I feel the warmth of her hand, the tension in my body begins to ease. Much better. Now let's take a deep breath, okay? Oh, excuse me. Relax and try to gather your thoughts. Otherwise, you might end up forgetting to ask all the things you really want to know. You can't take whatever time you need and ask all the questions that you want. I want you to feel comfortable asking anything. As the tension fades, my mind starts to settle. Thank you. I'm feeling better. Snow Crane lowers her hand. Well, let's begin our fun little question and answer time. I'm not nervous anymore. You don't need to do that. Well, this isn't to relieve your nerves. It's to set the mood. Now, what's your first question? When we first met her in the park, you said that you were surprised that I'd grown up into a lovely young man. I did say that, yes. Does that mean you know about my past? I can see how that would be an important question to you. Yeah? I don't know anything about my past, so when I heard you say that, I thought I'd finally met someone who knows something. Well, I apologize. You've been waiting all day to ask that, haven't you? Oh, you're right. I do know something about your past. Though to be exact, I only know your name. How? As part of the information I received related to a contract, there was a record relating to your birth. Was it about how it was created as part of a special project? No, barely. There was one short memory that popped into my mind a while back. I see. Oh, you are correct. You were born as part of a project. Project AD, right? Yes. How did you know that? In that case, can you tell me about it? You want to know about Project AD? You don't have to tell me everything. Anything about what they were trying to research or what it was. So that I can know what I was born for, what I even am. Are you not able to answer? Just a moment. I'm going to review the terms of my contracts to see if I'm allowed to answer this one. Snow Crane closes her eyes. Not long after she opens them again. It is completely confidential. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't share anything with you. Divulging such details about the project would be a clear violation of my contract. Only a select few within the Ark even know about the project, meaning it's confidential as can be. I see. Instead, while it may not fully answer your question, I can at least explain why the project was created. Would that be okay? Anything. Very well. This is a story about a very old contract. Alright.
It's nice to be a hero every once in a while.
I just got message
Don't
that
get yourself killed.
one of my friends finally caught up on the man climb and I'm obsessed with, so now I have someone to nerd out with. Hell yeah. My bias is on the last thing. That's the deep story. Yes, a slice of life. No, I don't care. It's adorable. 10 out of 10 main
Mission
character.
clear. Good job.
Ah, that's the fight. Oh no! So we're gonna have 2 more cutscenes kind of this. A long time ago, when the Raptures had only just begun to invade the surface, there were 2 big forces: the United Forces of Humanity, a government military that fought the Raptures, and the VTC, a religious order that possessed advanced scientific technology. Those 2 forces joined hands to fight the Raptures. But around the time they finally accepted defeat and decided to retreat to the Ark, the UFH made a major decision. In order to secure technology they lacked so they could better govern the Ark, they chose to merge with the VTC and take on the new name, the Central Government. Okay. That's right, many people believe the merger was the end result of a power struggle between the 2. I think they simply decided that neither side could defeat the Raptures on their own. When that agreement was reached, the 2 sides each presented their conditions for the merger. And the conditions were: VTC wanted to continue the research they had conducted on the surface, so they entered into an agreement with the missileless industry, forming the Independent Research Institute known as MMR. Meanwhile, the United Forces of Humanity wanted to develop technology that would help humankind. So they requested the VTC share its miraculous scientific advances. Okay. There are many more conditions besides those, but those 2 are the biggest ones I'm able to mention at the moment. Also, when representatives from each party gathered, the following statement was added to the agreement. This agreement has been made under the supervision of the Veiled Order, a squad that exists to serve as witness to contracts. Should either of the 2 parties violate any of the aforementioned terms, they may be suppressed by force. So you were there when the agreement was made. I was there both to witness the agreement and to observe that contract is upheld. That was one of the many reasons I remained underground until now. In regards to one of those technologies that would help humankind, you may have heard me refer to someone as you-know-who earlier. The Commander. Anderson, specifically. They offered themselves up as a test subject. In exchange for getting MMR to begin a particular research project, Project AD, the very same one you're interested in. Ooh. Someone who dreamed of making the world a better place. They wanted the Ark to serve as the starting point for that, so they embarked on many different endeavors. Project AD was one of those. Also, I just thought of one more thing concerning Project AD. You've heard it mentioned many times today. What? The miracle drug that extends the human lifespan? Evergreen? This person was able to get it mass-produced as a direct result of their involvement in this project. They were a really great person. Not only did they kickstart Project AD, but even the contract that you helped me wrap up today was one of the many good things they did for the Ark. So they established the foundation? Yeah, in order to care for the children who had lost their parents before entering the Ark. This person... Okay, so this event is literally just Anderson was a Chad. Right? Oh my god. So Anderson mass-produced Evergreen. He became a test subject for Project AD, which makes the commander. And he started the orphanage. They used their own wealth to build this foundation. However, they wanted to prevent the children from taking things for granted and becoming wasteful. And they were concerned for the money could fall into the wrong hands, which would prevent the children from getting the support they needed. To this end, the foundation made a contract with me and had the children send me letters every year recording the changes in the Ark, enabling you to step in if you saw that the funds were being misused. Precisely. Yeah, Anderson is just a fucking Chad, apparently. They were. They devoted everything they had to making the world better, to making it good. Others may think differently, but that's what I believe. So, to describe Project AD, I would say it's one of the several foundation stones this person laid to build a good world. I hope you can think about it the same way for now. Someday, I'm sure you'll learn the whole truth about the project. I'm sure of it. Can I ask you one last thing? You can ask me more than one last thing. Who are we talking about? Well, I can tell you that. To put it in terms of your job, they are the boss, higher up on the ladder. To put it in terms of the arc in which we live today, they are the Commander-in-Chief. Wait. We actually get to find out? Okay, this is huge. This is actually huge.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
This is actually huge! Commander-in-Chief? Yeah. So the Commander-in-Chief really does exist? Honestly, I thought it might actually just be a title with no person behind it. It's quite natural you'd think this way. They're currently unable to meet with anyone. So that's why the letter said they couldn't come. That's also why they wrote so many letters in advance, and why I was the one to deliver them. I presume every other detail about them is confidential? Correct. For the time being, what I can tell you is, at this very moment, while you and I are speaking, the Commander-in-Chief... Sorry, I just saw text. Thank you for watching live. I knew I saw my viewer count go up. Total of 3 now. Commander-in-Chief is continuing to sacrifice for the Ark. That's everything I'm able to tell you. Was that? Oh God, yeah, no, this is gonna be interesting. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Oh, me personally, I have about 1,000 more questions, but you're not the person for those questions because you're under confidentiality agreements. Fucking NDAs. Glad to hear that. Oh, they weren't easy questions, so I appreciate you answering as best you could. Well then, do you mind if I ask you one thing as well, friend? You have a question for me? Yeah, there's something I'm curious about as well. I'd like you to answer it honestly. Yeah? In your opinion, do you think the Ark is becoming a better place? Honestly, I could see that having been her question. She's been asking that the other two. She asked... Excuse me. She asked that for Sarah and, what's his name? Oliver? I think it was Oliver. I don't know, the middle one was kind of bland, but... I can see why she's asking that. I feel like hard mode is going to be her meeting with Deputy Anderson and officially revealing him as the Commander-in-Chief. Because we know it's Anderson. There are 0 other people it could be. Not just with the fact that he's the legendary commander, but with everything else that we have known about this. Especially with Project AD, the VTC, etc. It has to be Anderson. I've spent the whole day walking around the Ark and hearing Sarah and Oliver. Yeah, it was Oliver. If they're stories of the past, I found myself wanting to know what you think. So this is an interesting question. Honestly, what do I think? The Ark is a corrupt political hellscape that is basically a textbook dystopian future. Just flat out dystopian future. 10 out of 10. Made one, but it is still a dystopian nightmare in a lot of regards. However, I do see potential avenues for positive change. Don't get me wrong, I see a lot of negative ones too. The fact that Enoch is getting more control over the big 3,
And the fact that Jien is just free to roam about doing whatever the hell she wants while Suen is terrified of being turned into a Nikke. None of that is good. A lot of the things that are happening... Get out of my face, you goddamn mosquito. Yeah, that was a moth, not a mosquito. Still get out of my face. Anyway, there's a lot of things wrong with the arc. And a lot of things that I can see are getting worse. And a lot of things that frustrate me because they are getting worse. Because I like my stories with happy endings at the end of the day. I am a big believer in the same philosophy that Cinderella and Grave are. In that I would like a story to have a happy ending. But with all the negative things I've seen happening in all these events, for as much shit as I give Shift Up for all their events giving me even worse depression every single week, I think it's becoming a better place, even if it's not there yet. Because I see a positive change on the horizon. The upgrades to the counters, the fact that the pilgrims are able to start fighting, even with Lillywise down and Eden in flames, we have Old Tales. We have the counter upgrades. We have hope, and we have a way to build a better future. And that hope is what I'm here for, and what I personally, as Commander Wolfie in this game, want to fight for. So I do think that we are going in a better direction. It does have many problems. And I do agree with what Oliver said in a lot of ways. There are good people around the arc. And there are people who want to make the world better. There are Nikke who reach out their hands to help, just as there are Nikke who try to hurt. Look at EH, the leader of Heavenly Ascension, who disbanded the group, and who is trying to atone for her wrongdoings by simply trying to help other people. So the arc might not be the best place as of now. As long as people keep trying, we'll get there eventually. And as long as this game keeps running, and as long as we can still make a difference with the squads and the people, I think we'll get there. Even if I was brought to tears by what happened to Uni and Mihara. And I definitely do have times in this game where I'm feeling just... what's the word? Just overwhelmed with depression and like nothing's gonna get better. I still see hope and I still see a future worth fighting for in the arc. That's part of why I still do this game every week on a release and why I keep streaming it. Because yeah, there have been times where you can go through my VODs, I yell and I curse this game and its devs. And I have done so relentlessly, especially last event. That took me 14 fucking hours of me being alive to beat that event. 15 if you want to count the fact that during patch day, I was waiting for the goddamn thing to even load and to download, because that was the longest patch Nikke has ever given me. And I literally thought, oh, well, I can just start talking before the event. No, I fucking could not. There was so much last event that Shift Up did that both made me extremely hopeful and extremely pissed. And it happens every event. Like, go back to any of my VODs, you'll see me theory crafting, you'll see me excited in a lot of ways. Even the times where I'm half asleep and dead, I keep playing this game because of the story. It's the same reason I joined the game. I mean, yeah, the art's beautiful and a lot of the character models are also beautiful, but I started this game for the story. And I will stay with this game because it has a great story too, and I think that story is going to have a happy ending. And I like my happy endings, so we're going to keep working for one. Well, she appreciates my answer at least. Well, what about you? Well, okay. We're going to try and do the voice I was doing for her earlier, just to finish it out. Before I came to the ark,
I saw many people on the surface who lost their families due to war. Our friends, most people were sad. But today I got to see the Ark not through letters or television, but with my own two eyes, and I got to see a lot of different people. People still suffer and grieve because of illness, accidents, and the loss of life. There was also a child who cried over a lost teddy bear and smiled when it was found. And families who gathered together to shop and eat together. Everyone was just living their lives. I think the fact that people can now live ordinary lives is an indication that the world has already been moving in the right direction. And the reason people are able to reclaim a semblance of normality. Snow Crane looks at me. It's thanks to the sacrifices of good Nikke and good people like you, friend. So I think everything will be alright, no matter what kind of place the Ark may be now. Good people will continue striving to create and maintain a good world, and the world will keep moving in a better direction. I also believe you will stand at the center of it all, because you're a really good person. Really not. Because see, now I only helped you because there were things I wanted to ask. What was that? What was bothering you earlier? Snow Crane pats my back. Tell me, when you first took me to the train station, when you comforted the child who lost her teddy, was that all because you wanted to ask about your past? But who says a good person can't have their own motives? Having your own desires and hopes doesn't make you a bad person. What matters is what you choose to do with those feelings, how you act. I told you before, nothing in this world is only natural. It all comes down to the choices we make. So I think you are a good person, friend. And I'm certain that the future you're working to create will become the good world that I dream of. Talk about pressure. Well, I didn't mean to make you feel stressed. Not every choice will necessarily make a better world. I'm just trying to protect what matters. And how about this? I'll watch over you. Are you proposing we enter into a contract? No, we don't need to enter any contracts or make promises. I just wish to observe, to see the world you create. That'll give me my answer, I believe. About the direction the world you build will take. And whether it'll be the good world that I dream of. Oh, so you're not going to stay underground anymore? You won't be able to observe from down there. I suppose that's true. Alright then, watch on over me. But only after you've experienced the Ark for yourself, not through the letters on our TV screen. Once you've done that, we'll have another chat. We can discuss whether the world is becoming a better place. Are you worried that I've been underground for too long? See, you really are a good person, a friend. You've grown up to be such a nice boy. Snow Crane strokes my cheek. I think I'm starting to get used to being treated like a child. Alright, it's settled. I won't stay underground anymore. I'll live here in the Ark and watch over you with my own eyes. Snow Crane smiles brightly. Let's talk again someday, alright? Good world, the end. I guess that explains the name of the event. I don't care for the name of the event, I'll admit.
Every moment is vibrant.
Actually, we're gonna do this one because I want to try to finish
every day has a scent of its own. I want
Did
to
you
breathe
see that?
in the
It's
air
not.
of
Oh, excuse me. Okay, well, I have made it to the end of this event. Oh, look at what I predicted, yeah. Start patting our head, that's speaking of saving things for later. something else dropped today besides just the event. But going to the command story, to the command center. I still haven't done chapter 42. God fucking damn it. But Pretty Star is now available. I still haven't done Mudfish or Eden Sphere, by the way. I'm so behind on the side stories and the main campaign. It's not even funny. And I'm only on chapter 35. But it is out. There you know, we are gonna try that next week when we do hard mode. Solar Raid is coming out soon. Oh, Union Raid. Not solo. April 10th. Okay, pretty soon. Alright. Either way, we have our event. Interesting. My theory is still pretty solid. I don't think Snow Crane is the childhood friend, especially not now. I do kind of think that she's the commander's mother who put him through that experiment. I might. I genuinely might. I was thinking about doing it last year and I'm kind of bummed that I didn't. Anyway, hey, new arcade game. Oh, good God, don't tell me. Fucking rebuild even. God damn it. I do love it. Oh, yeah, actually, is it in the arcade zone? It should be. They're normally about one event early on that. Not advised. Collection archives. Goddess Fall, yeah, Goddess Fall's here now. Wisdom Spring was around the same time frame last year, so I guess it makes sense that we got this. I'm still waiting for Stellar Blade to enter the archives. Because Stellar Blade is in storyline. Where are you? Somewhere around here. Last Kingdom happens around the same time. I guess Last Kingdom happens, Pioneers leave while you do Dirty Backyard, and then Stellar Blade hits. But this event is not yet available in the archives. It will be added in a future update. So it's very blatantly saying that we're going to get it in a future update. I'm just waiting for that update. So I need to go back into the campaigns, but I'm too sick and too busy to do that right now. We're going to try and catch up before 4.0, probably. I think we may be able to make that happen. We're also not going to add the new background to the lobby art, but Ultra Shifty? What the fuck? Okay then. Anyway. As always, I like seeing the previews, if nothing else. Don't care enough about it to keep it, but we've seen it. We're good now. Back to enter heaven here. Yeah, my theory stands. We'll see what happens next week, won't we? I'm excited either way, and in a couple weeks we're gonna have 3.5. Lord knows everything's gonna change with that again. Well, either way, I'm God of Wolves. You already know how it is. Have a good one.